thank you for joining us. The sentencing retrial of Jodi Arias is almost over.
Closing arguments are underway, and then the jury will get the case. Troy Hayden has been covering this trial since it began. He joins us live from the courthouse. Troy.
It seems like it began a long time ago, doesn't it, Rick and Kristen? But here we are months and months later and millions of dollars spent. We are very near the ending here. Closing arguments beginning today. In this courthouse behind me, this is the new courthouse, Maricopa County Courthouse. And you're looking up now at the 5th floor, and that's where we've been all morning long. Jury instructions were read by the judge when we first got in there, basically going over the mitigating factors and the aggravating factors, and then the closing argument started. It was Kirk Nurmi, who's the lead defense attorney. He said Jodi and Travis's relationship was one of infinite sadness, that Jodi is mentally ill. He was going over all the mitigating factors, that she was abused by her mother as a child, that she's never been in trouble before this murder, that she's young and easily influenced. Then he reminded jurors they will not make a recommendation here. They will have final say into what happens with Jodi Arias, that if they say death, it's going to be death. And they'll have to live with their decision the rest of their lives. So Jodi, she watched the whole thing, took notes. I have to say the courtroom much more crowded today than it has been over the rest of this sentencing retrial. Big gallery for the Alexander family. All the Alexander siblings were present there. Big contingent of media there as well. And Jodi's supporters, I'd say 10 or 12, but that's 2 or 3 times what they normally have. Rick and Kristen, we're on a break right now. It goes until about 1:30. I expect Kirk Nurmi hopefully to wrap things up on his end today, and maybe Juan Martinez will get his closing argument tomorrow, and the jury could get the case tomorrow.
Hey, Troy, quick question for you. I understand 2 jurors were dismissed recently. I believe that was even as early as yesterday, right? Do you have any idea why that was?
Yes. No, we don't know, and there has been a lot of juror drama in this case. We don't know exactly why. It was a woman and a man. We heard that the woman, when she left, was in tears, so it wasn't like she walked away on her own. But the good news is there are still 14 people on this jury. All they need is 12, and we're very close to deliberation, so hopefully it'll be enough to get us through this case.
It does feel like it's been going on for a long time. Troy, thank you for covering it. We understand you have a huge presence on social media, so feel free to follow Troy for continuing updates.